So we're here for the NCAA Women's Basketball Tournament scores page here, and this is the TV times. As you already saw the matchups, your notes earlier in the selection show 2024, earlier. This was for March 17th, 2024. At 8 Eastern, a couple hours after the men's field. And let me just tell you what, there were some exciting games here that I'm looking really forward to. I am not like, there's some exciting, obviously some better than others, obviously, in the first round, but I am just telling you, I think Presbyterian, obviously, so Eastern East New, 9 Eastern East New, Columbia Vanderbilt. I'm interested in Columbia Vanderbilt game. I am interested in that one because the first four is hosted at the campus site of the 4 seed, and in the case of Presbyterian Seekers, the 1 seed, 16 seeds and 1 seeds. I'm interested to see. And then in the case of the 11 seed game, the Arizona, that's going to be hosted at the 3 seed. Okay, so. But Columbia Vanderbilt, I'm interested to see because Vanderbilt is a solid team. I mean, they're not like the most impressive SEC team, but they're a good team. They're real good. They're a pretty good team. And so is Columbia, the Ivy League. So it's two good teams that are really. Columbia's been on the rise, for a while. They've been in the NCAA tournament, out of it, like NIT, making deep NIT runs. I think they either won or almost won last year. So. Arizona 17-15. Let's say well. That's low, Arizona 17-15. Maybe a little bit low, but why I say that is because Pac-12, has been upsets lately. We've had USC at upsets. You had UCLA's upsets, Oregon State, Colorado, UCLA, Arizona. All that upset line, notice. And one. I just think because of the upset lineliness of all the teams. It's really been like upset league. It's been like Auburn. I don't know, man. I like Auburn, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, this NCAA thing's kind of subjective. It's not like it's like pro sports or, you can be like the WNBA, for example. And be like, oh, these are the number one team, so clearly, or yeah, they're still the babe, but it's like, I don't know. I'm like really interested to see, how Auburn does. I think Arizona, has a bit more of a shot than Auburn does. Obviously. But you never know, though. And, like, I don't know, because I picked my bracket beforehand. I don't know, it depends on Auburn, Arizona, Auburn. Because I think Arizona, if Arizona wins, they could pull it up, but I don't think. What is that against Baylor, I think? I think it's against Baylor. Let's see. Let me check here. Oh, it's Syracuse. See, I think they could pull the upset on Syracuse. Arizona could mount, like Auburn could. So, and that's 70 Street Spin 2. We got 90 Street Spin 2. The team on Holy Press goes, day 1 is on ESPN U because ESPN 2 is having the men's NIT. Day 1 on the 19th and day 20th on the Wednesday. You know, the first 4 of the men's is going on. And then we got day 2 on ESPN 2. We got the games over here. We have TV times, except for the games. Every game. There's games on ESPN 2, ESPN, ESPN News, and ESPNU, as well as a couple on ABC. Most of the games are on ESPN and ESPN2 and ESPNU. However, there are just a few on ESPN News, and usually that's like just overflow games. Usually, I like that. It's better. Or on like the main 4 ones. A lot of TV writers have the main 4 without having. You don't have to pay extra for like original sports network, which I like. We got North Carolina, Michigan State, North Carolina, 11:30 Eastern ESPN 2. Maine, Ohio State, noon Eastern ESPN. Memphis State, Louisville on ESPN 2 at 1:30 Eastern. I'm really interested in is obviously Michigan State, North Carolina is gonna be good. Back and forth game, but I'm interested to see how Tennessee can do. Louisville, Louisville has had some upsets in the regional game. And this, I think they could have an upset pulled against them. But then I think, then again, if they play like they've been playing, like amazing, I think they could pull an upset too, and shock everyone. So I don't know. It's kind of like, because the game against Boston College, I think really put a lot of eyes on those. At least to me it did. But to me it put Louisville on notice, like Louisville on notice, or like, so twice for me. TBD the 16 matchup. Between Secret matchup. Let's see who takes on South Carolina. At 2 Eastern Eastern. At 2:30 Eastern, we have Richmond Duke. I don't know, I'm not super high on Duke this year. I don't know why. I mean, Duke last year, I don't remember being super high on Duke, but this year, especially this year, I think Richmond, those teams it's like they don't get enough love. They don't get enough like national love, media love, even though the A10 is like a really good mid-major conference. They don't get enough like national love. I don't know why, I mean, they get a little bit of like TV games in these CB Sports Network or ESPNU maybe, but man, they don't get enough like National Log. I kind of like high on Richmond. Maybe a little bit more higher than I should be, maybe, but honestly, I'm not high on Duke. Honestly, I don't think Duke's gonna win a game. Maybe they win one, but I'm like not high on Ohio State either, though. Like, did you like their loss to like who was it? Was it like Michigan? No, or was it Maryland? Maybe it was Maryland, but I know it was their loss in the Big Ten tournament. That really just like, yeah, like I was like shocked on that one. It's like, wow, And we got at 3 Eastern on Friday, we got Drexel and Texas. No surprise there, really. Marshall, Virginia Tech at 3 Eastern, East Being 2. I'm interested to see how Marshall. I'm interested to see how Marshall plays. And same with Virginia Tech. I'm interested to see if Marshall can, be like that team. They can be in their conference where they're a really dominant team. I don't think they're going to be dominant against like a really good power conference Virginia Tech team. But Marshall, I honestly think they could be like Marshall, could pull off the upset against Virginia Tech, and I think it kind of depends on Elizabeth Kitley, like Liz Kitley coming back. Is she healthy enough to play in the NCAA tournament, or is it just gonna have to be Georgia Amore? And no offense, like the other players on Virginia Tech, but kind of like the role players, I guess you would say. They're stars, but like not the main players. I mean, they're still solid players for them, but they're not like the featured stars. But I am very interested in that one to see. Because I mean, Virginia Tech did get upset by Virginia. So, and then without Liz Kitley, they got upset. They got blown out by Notre Dame. So is this another case of like, like they kind of struggle again? They kind of struggle and get upset at Marshall. I don't know. I mean, I think Virginia Tech holds on, but I don't know. I am not very high on Virginia Tech because of that. LSU and Rice. I don't see LSU. I mean, I'm not high on LSU though either. I think maybe LSU makes it to a Sweet 16. But that's about it. I mean, LSU's like in big games, They lose big games and off conference schedule. Yeah, they lost to like non-conference schedule. They lost to them. I think they're a little. LSU schedule was more easier non-conference. Yeah, I mean, it was typical LSU non-conference. Like, look, Colorado was a loss. I mean, they almost lost to Virginia. Look, Virginia Tech. I mean, yeah, they challenged themselves a little bit of luck. They lost to Auburn. Yeah, I mean, that's South Carolina, but they lost to Mississippi State. Mississippi State didn't make the NCAA tournament, did they? I don't believe so. So yeah, see, they're in the WBIT. So it's like looks kind of embarrassing, And I almost lose to Auburn again. I mean, yeah, so that's just South Carolina. But you almost lost to Ole Miss. I mean, yeah. I mean, Ole Miss made the tournament, but I don't know, it just doesn't look good. Honestly, like that. Well, chances to make it to Sweet 16. Portland and Kansas State. It's not really that surprising. I mean, Kansas State should win. I'm not high in Kansas State, though, because Kansas State did get upset, by them. I think Kansas State could pass a couple rounds in the tournament and make it a Sweet 16. But just because sometimes Kansas State's a little bit inconsistent. Like, they can show big games. And sometimes they lose, big games. Like they'll beat Iowa at home on the road. They beat North Carolina in neutral site. And they play Iowa in the Gulf Coast Showcase in neutral site. And lost that one 10 days later, so it was close. So I don't know. I think in my bracket I do have them. Iowa and Kansas State playing for a third time this season. I think I have Iowa winning just because of the fact that Iowa won on the neutral court. And the Sweet 16 game is going to be on the neutral court. So, but I don't really see Kansas State highly. I mean, I personally don't. I mean, they did beat Texas. I guess they did beat Texas. I thought they lost to Texas one time. They beat Oklahoma. They beat Texas. They beat Baylor. They fell to Oklahoma, yeah. And they fell to Texas, yeah. And they fell to Oklahoma State almost. Yeah, see, they had that stretch where they almost fell to UCF. I mean, they fell to Kansas, yeah, and fell to Iowa State again. I mean, they're up and down kind of now. So I don't know. But I think they get by Kansas, Portland, Florida, and that's at 4:30 Eastern. Rice LSU at 4 Eastern, ESPN, and Marshall, Virginia Tech at 3:30 Eastern. These are my time, Central Time. We have Florida State, Alabama. And now, I don't know, this is like a toss-up game because Florida State, is a good team. They made it, to the semifinals of the ECC tournament. They're a good team, but Alabama's a team that's they're not getting talked about enough. I mean, they're not a premier squad in the SEC, SEC, but they're in 4th place in the SEC. So, because they beat Tennessee, I mean. So, they're non-conference. They lost to them. They beat Alabama. Alabama beat Louisville. They were close to being Gonzaga, but lost them by 10. They lost to Syracuse. They beat who they were supposed to beat, but they had some tough games. I'm not surprised they lost to SC. They did lose a couple games, teams. So, then we have 6 Eastern, Baylor taking on the winner of the Columbia Vanderbilt game. I don't think neither of those teams should pose a threat to Baylor, but you never know. Could see that, if Baylor, has a down game, them playing close, but I think Baylor, pulls out just a little bit. That's at 6 Eastern, ESPN, 7 Eastern on ESPN News. We have Drake and number 5, Carl. I don't know. It's the Bulldogs and the Buffaloes. I don't know. I mean, I like Drake though in this one. The Missouri Valley is a really good. Drake is a really good team. You know what I mean? They beat Iowa State. They got Iowa State to come to Drake University. Says a lot right there. I mean, yeah, and they beat them. They beat Iowa State. That could have been a good bit of Iowa State fans. Maybe a few Drake fans there too. Oh man. They gave Iowa literally 4 points in the quarter. 4. Like what? Then they rested some other shooters in the third. And then they got blown up by Iowa. But look, they didn't like, it was just really the one quarter. I mean, the first quarter and the second quarter. It wasn't like they were playing like, they didn't play bad though. They scored 90 points. There's that Iowa just much better. There's that. Scored a lot more. Lost to Frenchman, but we're still a really good Power Cup. A major team. I mean, their only loss, I would say. Their only really bad loss was to Minnesota. I mean, Minnesota. Yeah, I'm happy that we beat Drake, but man, Illinois State. Illinois State was, I believe, their one conference loss. It's like, I don't know. I mean, I like Drake, so I'm gonna give it to Drake. I gave it to Drake because I think Colorado's a little bit inconsistent. Honestly, I think they are. I mean, they did beat LSU, and they fell to NC State though, and they beat Utah. They beat Stanford though. But then beat Utah and Stanford. And then those were both at home. And then they fell UCLA. Beat USC at home. Fell UCLA at home though. They fell Oregon State on the road though. I mean, they almost fell Washington State though. I mean, like, they almost fell. They fell Oregon State again. They fell Utah. They fell UC. They fell UCLA. I mean, they had a win against them. They also lost against them. They lost against Washington State. They lost to Oregon State in the quarterfinal. In the Lorton. So I don't know. They're like the really good Colorado team. I think they can do it. They're like the kind of up and down Colorado team. I mean, yes, granted, it's a really toughly power league, but I don't see it. I just don't. Maryland, Iowa State. Like, this is going to be an interesting matchup. Maryland has been hot lately. And hot team. Honestly, I think that's like a hot team Maryland is. I like Maryland because but Iowa State, I mean, Maryland had that one upset as late, in the Big Ten tournament. Maryland was the one who beat Ohio State, okay? But they're, I mean, yeah, they're only really low. I mean, they're only really, non-conference is kind of weak. Syracuse Western win. I mean, it was a week, but they just got blown out, though. I mean, it's like they beat George Mason, so. But some of they beat Ohio State. You know, they beat Michigan. They lost to Michigan. I mean, look, they're like. They just got hot. They lost to Iowa. Yeah. They're like none. The only really win was Ohio State. I think that's really literally the only reason why they got was because of that Ohio State win. Otherwise, I don't think. I think Ohio State got them beat. Maybe Maryland plays absent-minded. I think that Iowa State game, this could be a lopsided one too. Here, Iowa State. And it could come quickly too. Eastern, that's East. 7th Eastern, Eastern 2, Eastern, East Russian, Oregon State. I like East Russian, but it's a mid-major, but I just don't see it. Sorry, Eagles. The Beavers got you beat. And Norfolk State is a mid-major. I like that. They're like that, but Stanford got you beat 10 Eastern, ESPN 2. And 10 Eastern, ESPNU is Texas A&M and Nebraska. Texas A&M with Joni Taylor taking over for, legend Gary Blair at Texas A&M. I like Texas A&M, but it's like, I don't know. I just don't see Texas A&M, being solid. Literally, Texas, I don't know. I just don't really see how Texas A&M got in the tournament. I just don't. Maybe Kansas win? They're winning against Tennessee, though. See, those losses to Georgia and Florida. I said Georgia didn't make it to a good tournament. I think Georgia made it to the BYT, which I believe they did, which, if they, maybe Georgia makes it to BBI, but a team that might only make it to WBI, that's a powerful team. It's kind of embarrassing. Might not even make it to WBI as a powerful team. It's kind of embarrassing. Tennessee, yeah. Ole Miss, yeah. They have a few wins, but it's like they're just kind of saw it in Nebraska. I think that could be another ugly game. We have on ESPN at New Eastern, Green Bay and Tennessee. I like Green Bay chances to beat Tennessee. I like their chances. Green Bay has a solid chance to beat Tennessee. I don't think it's let me see, is the matchup predictor? Do they have it over here? No, but especially it's a neutral site game. It's not where home court advantage. I was saying, I don't, the home court advantage is a real thing. But Tennessee is a solid team. And I think they have a real chance to go into Raleigh, North Carolina, upset Tennessee, and noon Eastern ESPN. I think they have a solid chance. On ABC at 1 Eastern is Jackson State UConn. And I just don't see them. UConn. I mean, I see UConn winning this game, but I don't see UConn going past, like, maybe to Elite Eight, but maybe to Elite Eight, UConn does. I mean, yeah, maybe UConn goes to Elite Eight. UConn could beat Jackson. They could probably beat Syracuse or Arizona or Auburn. And then they would play like the winner of they'd play the winner of they'd play the winner of like Duke Richmond or Austin Maine, and I could see them being neither seem pretty easy. Duke Richmond or Austin Maine. I have them playing, I think, Richmond, but really, I don't. So that's at 1 Eastern and ABC. At 1:30 Eastern, ESPN 2. Actually, the home team get upset. A host get upset in Fairfield over Indiana. And why do I have Fairfield get upsetting Indiana? Well, if you saw Indiana, they got upset in the Big Ten tournament by Michigan. And yeah, it was Michigan pretty much. I mean, in the second half, they pretty much led that whole second half, though. Like, yeah, you can see that, like, some of their wins. I mean, yeah, they lost to, like, they almost, some of their wins. I mean, yeah, sometimes they got blown out. And sometimes they can play well, sometimes they can't. So it's, yeah, they did, had that win against Iowa. I mean, they're not bad, but not like, they're a little bit higher, I think, than they should be. So they should be like a 5 or a 6. Personally. We have Michigan, Kansas. These people said 2. I mean, I'm not super surprised. Wins that one. Kansas. I don't got much to say. Kent State, Notre Dame at 2:50 Eastern, ESPN. I mean, that. Personally, not really surprised either way. Kent State could win. I'm just kidding right there. I really don't think Kent State's going to win. I think Notre Dame's got the advantage pretty easily. At 2:30 Eastern, Chattanooga, NC State. Yeah, I don't see Chattanooga winning. I don't. I mean, I like Chattanooga in their conference, but it's like, as a major team, but as an overall team, no. Number 16 seed Iowa. No way I'll lose at 3 Eastern ABC. 3:30 Eastern ESPN 2. Now this is actually intriguing. The TB Syracuse game, and I'll explain why. Because even though it's to be decided right now, it is intriguing still. Why? Because I think if Syracuse win, if Arizona wins, I think they have a chance to upset Syracuse. If Auburn wins, I think Syracuse actually wins. Syracuse wins versus Auburn, but I think Arizona has a good shot. Upset Syracuse. Arizona does. It's at 3:30 Eastern ESPN 2 at 4 Eastern ESPN News. We have number 12 seed FGC in number 5 Oklahoma. I actually picked FGCU, believe it or not, to actually upset Oklahoma. And why? Well, because they lost to Southern. They had one loss to Southern earlier in the year in non-conference. And everyone was talking about it. It was like, what? How did they lose to Southern? To Southern University Jaguars. How did they lose? But they did. And I think FGCU, because of that, Oklahoma could play down their competition a little bit. And I know, and they could lose this one. At 4:30 Eastern, ESPN. Number 16, Texas A&M Corpus Christi and USC. That's in the Regional 3 in Portland. And it's at 4:30 Eastern. I don't know, I like USC over Texas A&M Corpus Christi. Marquette will miss. I think Marquette could win. I don't know. I think I'm more higher on Ole Miss than Marquette. Really, I think their win over Villanova really helped them. Their win over Cream early in the year in conference. In their first conference game. Like the early season conference games some of these teams have before. Yeah. It really helped them. In their close game against the Cream the second time. In their close game against Villanova. They had close games against Villanova twice, less than twice, so. Yeah. I don't know. Ole Miss couldn't be. It's a toss-up, though. I'll say a toss-up, though. Because Ole Miss could win. Ole Miss could lose. Marquette could win. Marquette could lose. And that's at 4:45 Eastern, ESPNU. At 5:30 Eastern, ESPN2. At Princeton, West Virginia. And again, another toss-up. Princeton could win. West Virginia could win. Who really knows, Neither team's being out, though. It's at 5:30 Eastern, ESPN2. Crean, though. Crean is one of those teams that, has some lost to Green Bay. Almost lost to Nebraska by 5. They lost to Marquette, but they played Drake Top at home on the road, but Drake won by lost by 11. They almost, South Dakota State played them too. They had some, games, like big games against ranked teams. They fall on some of these teams, they play, they play tough with them. So, I don't know, it's like, we'll see, I honestly think UNLV is a pretty good team. And UNLV can be upset-minded. Because they have good wins over UNLV. They have a win over Arizona and Oklahoma. They got blown up by 30 to Seton. That's one game where they had a fluke. Then one lost to New Mexico, really hurt them. But now they've been playing well. So I like that. I like UNLV. UC Ravens, I got 7-3 series pin 2. I don't know. I don't mind them. Gonzaga, I don't mind them. I really don't. But I think they don't make it. Maybe they make it past Sweet 16, but I just don't really see Gonzaga making it past the Sweet 16. Especially when they're hosting, I mean, yeah, if they were on the road, maybe they fell in a game, but they're hosting, And I'm surprised, you think they might push Gonzaga out, but Gonzaga does have, some solid wins, though. They almost beat Washington State. They beat a good mid-major, too, They beat Alabama. They almost lost to Louisville. They beat number 3 Stanford. They beat California. And they beat South Dakota State. That's really what... And they beat Arizona, They're really winning against Stanford. Really helped them out. I think that's why they're hosting, so... Tell you the real truth. So... And then 9:30 Street Speed 2 is covering about this UCLA. UCLA's got that one won. And South Dakota State, Utah. I mean, I like South Dakota State's chances to pull off an upset, but I don't think that happens. I think Utah's just a little bit too good for them. Especially with the advantage. Just not having a lot of trouble compared to South Dakota State 2. That kind of hurts them as well, I think. So Utah hurts South Dakota State, so I think Utah wins.